So, can you see my desktop there? I guess it's work. So, as it was said, I'm Valérie Leprince from the society PLEIAQ, and I'm a consultant. So, I have done some working for Rémi Carrié and Peter Wouters about requirements and competent tester scheme for building airtightness measurements. And I will present you the answer of a questionnaire, which was made to compare the various approaches in a European country. So this work has been done in the context of the Airtightness Testers Association Committee, which is set up and hosted within Untitled, and we have participants from Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, France, Germany, Ireland, Poland, Sweden, and United Kingdom, and there was also contact with Estonia, Norway, and Netherlands, Italy. So it began to be wide representative in Europe. So this committee is with Rémi Carrié, who makes the animation of the committee, and the scope of this committee includes various aspects around the measurement of airtightness, which are airtightness requirements in countries, competent tester scheme, applicable standard and guidelines for testing, and the collection of relevant guidance for training documents. So since September 2012, the committee has met 4 times via internet, and there was 1 physical meeting in Hanover in June. So about competent tester scheme, it's really become a big issue, a specific interest among the Airtightness Tester Association Committee. As far as there were more and more legal issues arising with requirements, there was also motivation for cheating test results. So it became really important to have a competent tester scheme to avoid cheating and to guarantee the quality of measurement. So the objective of the study was to compare the approach in various European countries. So we have a simple questionnaire with mostly yes/no question to ease the comparison. So of course, I first give a special thanks to the people who have kindly answered the questionnaire. We have answers from Denmark, France, Germany, and United Kingdom who do have a competent tester scheme already. There is answer also from Czech Republic who do not have really a competent tester scheme but have an association with an ethical code. So that means if you become a member of this association, you commit in making tests properly. And we have also answers from Belgium and Sweden who do not have a competent tester scheme yet, but there is an early plan to develop it. So first of all, the airtightness reference. So Rémi already speak about that, but in most countries, the reference pressure for the airtightness reference is 50 Pascal. It's only in France where the reference pressure is at 4 Pascal. And in most countries also, the indicator is the envelope area, or the envelope area excluding low flow. And in Germany and in Denmark, there is also an indicator with the volume and the flow area for Denmark, but there's 2 indicators, in fact, for those countries. It's only in Czech Republic where there is only the volume as a reference value. So Rémi spoke about that also. A minimum requirements exist in quite a few countries, but it has to be justified only in United Kingdom for all new building, in Denmark for a part of new building, and in France for all new domestic building. It do not have to be justified in Belgium, Czech Republic, Sweden, and Germany, or it has to be justified only for some specific programs such as passive house, low energy building, funding programs, and so on. So the interesting point, as Rémi said, is that there is only France that propose an alternative to testing to justify compliance with airtightness requirements, so the quality approach. And so a competent tester scheme, we have seen it exists in 5 countries, if we include Czech Republic, of the 7 we have answered. And you will see in the next slide that United Kingdom have 2 separate answers. for domestic and non-domestic building, because it's two different schemes in this country. So the organization is state approved for the competent tester scheme only in France and the United Kingdom. Well, it's under contract with the government for those two countries, and so it's required by the regulation or label program only in these two countries also. In Germany, the competent tester scheme is required only for some label or funding programs. In other countries, if a measurement is required, it do not have necessarily to be done by a competent tester. And what is interesting to note also is that if the qualification is required, so in France and United Kingdom and Germany sometimes, it always requires that the test is done by an independent measurer, not someone that is already involved in the construction. So who are qualified tester in her country? In fact, we have two choices. Either we qualify the tester, either the company. So for domestic building in UK, in Czech Republic, and in Germany, it's a tester who is qualified. In France and Denmark, it's both the company and the tester who have the qualification. And for non-domestic building in UK, as I said, it's really specific because it's only the company who are qualified, and in fact, they have to have an accreditation from UCAS. So UCAS is a member of the European accreditation group, so just like COFRAC in France, DKD in Germany, PLEIAQ in Belgium. So that's really specific for non-domestic building in the United Kingdom. So those figures are the number of measurers in the country. So they are from the end of 2012. So they are quite old figures. It's growing really fast. So in France, it's around 600 at that time, 300 in the United Kingdom, and 16 companies for non-domestic building. 200 in Germany, something like 30 in the Czech Republic, and it was 3 for Denmark, but it was a really new qualification, and they are expecting to have something like 25 measurers till the end of the year. So an interesting point from the questionnaire is that in every country, except that Denmark, but it's in preparation, there is technical documents that do exist beyond the measurement standards. So that means the actual standards are not enough to specify, for example, the building preparation procedure, for example, because in every technical document, the building preparation is precise. In most of those technical documents, so specific for each country, it also specifies the input values that are used to derive quantities, so the area, the volume, and so on. And there is also, most of the time, sampling rules for multifamily or large buildings that are set in those technical documents. And sometimes, well, in fact, only for France and United Kingdom, there is sampling rules for housing developments also that exist in those technical documents. So most of the time, those technical documents are made within a network that is set in the country. So for most qualifications, so in fact for every qualification, but except in Czech Republic, to become a competent tester, you have to follow a training program. So the training program lasts from 2 to 4 days and costs from 1,000 to 2,100 euro, more or less. And well, there is a validity limit for this training program only in Germany. It's only 12 months. And most of the time, the validation of the training include an examination of test reports, okay, theoretical examination, so just like multi-question questionnaire, multi-choice questionnaire, and sometimes also an on-site evaluation of the tester skills. So you will see non-domestic building UK here, which is always in no, because it's really specific as far as it depends from the UCAS accreditation. So it was quite a small presentation, and we have a lot of more information. from this questionnaire. So I put in annex information on non-systematic testing and cross-checking, on tester profiles in every country, on qualification requirements specifically, and on airtightness networks, and on the training contents for the training for each country. I put all this graph in annex, so if you want to have a look at it, I guess Alexander will share the presentation so you can download it, and if you have any question, do not hesitate to contact me.